I'm super excited today. I just received a package from Buck Knives. Gonna open this with my Ellis Schweitz designed Benchmade Sentinel from 1998. I bought this thing on my honeymoon. So let's open this package. There's actually two knives in here. Look at that. One of them is obviously a very special knife, and one of them is, well, it's also a very special knife, and I'll tell you why. I bought this knife for my son. This is a Buck Knives 055. Isn't that a sweet little knife? It's got brass bolsters, ebony inlays, a 420 HC clip point blade. That's going to be just perfect for my son. He's 12 years old. And then I figured, well, if I'm going to get him a knife and he's going to learn how to woodwork with it, I'm going to need an equivalent knife. Well, it's not going to be exactly equivalent. It's probably going to be a bit bigger. So let's take a look at what I have here. First of all, look at this. It comes with a nice suede leather sheath made here in the United States. Nice solid clip and snap there. I like that. This one actually comes with a certificate of authenticity, 1 of 1,000 produced. So this is a special stealth run, actually. This is stealth run number 9. I'm not sure if you know, but Buck Knives has started doing these stealth runs a couple of years ago, where it's kind of like a sprint run from Spyderco, where they run a very limited edition knife. And this is one of those. So let's get this thing out. Look at that. This is a Buck 111. It has a MagnaCut steel blade, which is a powder metallurgy type of steel, which allows it to have high corrosion resistance, high toughness, and high edge retention. It also has ebony scales and nickel silver bolsters. And isn't that a perfect match to my son's knife? Really, this should have been called the 055.5 and this the 111. Makes it exactly half the knife. And it's kind of funny because he's almost exactly half my weight too. Not half my age, but half my weight. So these two knives together are going to be just an outstanding addition to my father and son team here. And I just wanted to compare it to a Buck 110. You can see how the bolsters are different in shape. These have nice straight cuts, while as these have nice rounded cuts. And the 55, that was one of the reasons I hadn't gotten my son a 55, is because I had this 110, but the 55 really didn't seem like it matched. So I was actually looking at some of the 500 series knives. Now this particular 110, it has a drop point blade as opposed to your clip point blades on both the 55 and the 111. And one cool feature about this 110, this one is a 420 HC blade. The 55 also has a 420 HC blade, is it does not have a nail nick. You'll notice on both of these other knives there is a nail nick, but on this drop point blade, for whatever reason, it doesn't have a nail nick, which makes it actually look really good. And I think the reason they were able to do that, although I have seen nail nicks for drop point blades on 110s before, but it definitely has a lot of flesh up here on the blades where you can pull it, right? So the spine of the knife is actually quite yankable. On the 111, right, you can see where you'd grab it, it's a little bit less. So if you have slippery hands or something like that, then this nail nick, it definitely can grab. Whether you use your nail itself or just the skin of your hand kind of grabs in there, makes this a little bit easier to deploy. So that's what I'm going for. So what do you guys think? 111 and 55 or 110 and 55? What do you think is the best matched pair for my son and myself? I'm going to have a lot of fun with him. That's all I got to say about that. We're going to be whittling wood and starting campfires and having a whole lot of fun there. So Leave your comments below. One other thing that's really cool about these knives, they're both made in the United States, and you can see that this one here, February 20th, 2025, March 13th, 2025. Today is March 18th, 2025, so this was built basically when I ordered it.